All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 32 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11.
We got a roll program.
Neil Armstrong reporting the roll and pitch program, which puts Apollo 11 on a proper heading.
Active FM, this is The Void Show. Thank you so much for choosing us today at this point in the history of time. It really feels great to have you around. It feels exciting to know that you are joining us today. And believe you me, we are in this journey together. Okay? But it's an exciting journey. It's a deep journey. It's an adventurous journey, because you see, it's a journey that's filled with the shocking moments. Well, in this case, you are not shocked by electricity, but you are shocked by the mysteries of the universe. So every day and every week, whatever time you're choosing to listen to this, it's a chance for you to learn more and have a better understanding of the universe around you. This actually brings something to my mind. A few weeks ago, we had a show, and I was interviewing someone, right? And it was titled The Rhymes of the Universe. It's just amazing to have this universe, and we have just a whole lot of bunch of different people viewing it differently, eh? I mean, to some, it's a problem. To students, the universe is the problem, right? It's mathematics. To some, the universe is poetry. To some, the universe is beauty. To some, the universe is peace. To some, the universe is spiritual. Hey? Isn't that incredible? Because you see, we can say all we want about the universe, but one common thing about it is that the universe is anything and everything. Okay? It really is. Could you think of a better creation than this? I can't. There's beauty in the universe. There's order in the universe, right? The sun doesn't just choose to rise at 1 p.m. tomorrow, right? So there's order in the universe. So while the universe gives us this respect, while it gives us this beauty, it wouldn't do damage at all to feed your curiosity about the mysteries of the universe, right? By the way, welcome to The Void Show. My name is Andrew, and I am your show host of all time by definition and by voice. By the way, let me just clear the air, okay? To the shade guys, to the shade presenters, okay? If you listened to the show where they shaded us, I think they had a misunderstanding, eh? They had a very big misunderstanding, like a super duper, right? And well, here are the repercussions for that. You see, when we say by definition and by voice, we mean if you hear this voice on Active FM, know that you are on The Void Show. That's what it is, okay? That's just what it is, right? So I mean, I was just clearing the air right there, okay? So this is Andrew, and today we are speaking about the human adventure of astronomy, okay? This deep journey through space and time, okay? We're going to be speaking about how has the study of astronomy really affected human history? Okay, how has it affected human history? I've heard someone saying that because the reality is we live in a world where everyone can say whatever they want to say, okay? It's a free world, right? That's why we have flat earthers. That's why we have people who believe that science is a myth. It's a whole bunch of theories. That's why we have politically correct. That's why we have religiously correct. It's a free world. It's a democratic world where everybody's allowed to say whatever they want to say. Okay. So I heard someone once saying that while there are so many problems in on Earth, I nearly said in the universe. While there are so many problems, so many challenges that mankind are facing on planet Earth, there's HIV and AIDS, there's COVID-19, there's, there has always been problems, okay? They said that while we have these problems, why do we have to devote our time into studying the universe? Right? Why do we have to go to space? Right? And it's okay to think like that, but you see, problems are always going to be there, right? And today we're going to be speaking about how has the study of astronomy affected humankind. Okay, because you could think like that, but you see, this field in particular has an effect on mankind, okay? And we're going to be speaking about that. We're going to be speaking about, benefits of astronomy. In what way, maybe, all humans use scientific thinking, okay? We're going to be speaking about that. And maybe a bit of how is modern science rooted in the ancient astronomy, okay? We're going to be speaking about that. So you do not want to miss this. Stay tuned, and right after this, we will begin our quest.
Active FM radio has never been better. Active FM radio has never been better.
Right, so as this now marks the beginning of our journey to the deep space, well, we might just find out that during the journey, there are questions that now arises, okay? There are questions that now pops up, whatever that would really mean to you, but your curiosity level now starts to increase. There are comments that you want to share, right? There are questions that would now suddenly start to make you have sleepless nights. I guess you don't want to be having sleepless nights, okay? So you might just want to share those questions, those comments with us, okay? Go on our Instagram page at ActiveFM777 and tell us what you're thinking about astronomy. Hey, tell us, what do you love it? Do you have someone who wants to go in that field? Share that with us, and we'll definitely be discussing that, okay? But now here's a big question. Here's the great question. Now, why do we choose to study space? Why do we choose to go out of this world, okay? And by that, I mean something that's totally different to the norm, okay? I mean, like, why do we choose to devote our time into studying planets, right? Things that are actually out of this world, right? Not like things that are great, but things that are out of this world. The moon is out of this world. Stars are out of this world. The dust, the galaxies, right? These are things that are not within our reach. Okay, so why do we really choose to study this? Why do we want to go to Mars? Why do we want to go to the moon? Why do we want to, take this adventurous journey into maybe answering some of the questions about the universe? Like, just why do you choose to do that? Instead of focusing on our daily problems, okay? Maybe things like poverty, right? Diseases. I guess there are problems that comes with being rich. Right. So why don't we just direct our focus and devote our time into our daily problems, trying to find solutions to them, rather than just, studying something that's just out of our reach? And I'm going to tell you what that question sounds like, okay? That question sounds like going to a musician, going to an actress, an actor, going to a teacher, and asking them like, buddy, why do you choose to sing? Why do you choose to act? Right? Why do you choose to sing when you can just devote your time into our daily programs? That's pretty much like it. It sounds like that. Right? And let's assume that they say, okay, because you now have brought this to my attention, well, you actually might be right. So I'm just going to start focusing on our daily problems. I'm going to start focusing on maybe solutions that we can come up with, to solve our daily problems. They might say that, and let's assume they do that. But what if while they are doing that, the sun decides to explode? Or maybe there's an asteroid coming from nowhere, and it decides to collide with planet Earth. Then what? Right? So you see, what I'm trying to say is that there could be problems, and there will always be problems, but we really cannot save ourselves, because we could choose to try and do this, do that, do that. In the meantime, well, an alien can just come and bomb our planet, right? I'm just saying. So we can't really save ourselves, right? So, life is too short, right? I mean, I guess, right? So, now this adventurous journey, right? The human adventure of astronomy, right? And I'm saying this human adventure of astronomy, right? We're using the words adventurous, adventure. That's because, not adventure, but human, Human adventure. Because, you see, it does not only apply to people who always are gazing the sky in the night. It's not only applying to them, but it's for everyone. Literally, it's for everyone, because when you go back in time, you would start to see that the revolution in astronomy is intertwined with the revolution in our civilizations, the revolution that took place in space, science, and technology, So with that link, we can see that the science of astronomy really has profound roots to our civilization, to the revolutions that have taken place from the past. You see, astronomy is one of the oldest sciences to exist, because its roots, they extend back in time to they stretch to the times of they stretch to antiquity. It's one of the oldest sciences to exist. But the only difference that we have is the fact that practices that scientists did in the past were a bit different to, or maybe the practices that they did in the past are not the same as how we practice astronomy today, And that's obviously linked to the revolution in civilizations, the revolution in science and technology, So practices are a bit different, but it cannot be denied that ancient people really had some amazing achievements, So when you want to understand modern astronomy, it might be a bit helpful to understand this ancient astronomy, because it can really give you an in-depth and a great appreciation of how science actually developed over time. Right. So that's a bit of what happened, really, and that's a bit of how science, the field, is intertwined with the revolutions that are taking place all the time, right? Let me give you a song, Active Worship, War Zone, and after this, we'll be speaking about practical benefits of astronomy. Enjoy.
War zone, taking in this pain. My whole belly holds on. I can't really stand. I can hear you walk past now. My heart starts to jump. My fears begin to fade. My faith explodes right now. I can't keep it in. There's a joy inside of me. You are holy. You are holy. You are holy, Jesus. Let your blood be your glory shine in my darkest night. I will hold my peace as you fight for me, and you bear my grief. Let your spirit intercede. Let your spirit intercede. I have chosen you, not rejected you. Lord, I'm with you, so do not be dismayed. I will strengthen you, I will uphold you with my righteous love. I call you by name. You are holy, you are holy, you are holy, Jesus. Let your blood restrain all my fears and doubts. Let your glory shine in my darkest night. I will hold my peace as you fight for me.
That was a song by one of our very own Active Worship. It was a beautiful jam. Thank you so much for still being here with us. If you're still here, if you're still tuning in, it means you are loving what we're speaking about. And of course, we are speaking about this adventurous journey, right? We are speaking about this human journey, right? Of astronomy, right? And we're using the word human because it really belongs to everyone, right? It could depend on the provenance of a scientist, right? Like the difficult words, scientific words, and all the stuff, mathematics, well, they could depend on the provenance of a scientist. But then you see, the universe is giving us, right? So it wouldn't do hurt at all to learn about it and to notice that this belongs to us, right? Okay, great. Now, so some of the practical benefits of astronomy, right? Some of the practical benefits of astronomy. Now, you see, nobody really knows when astronomy began, right? Like the point in time. when astronomy began. Nobody really knows that. But we do know for sure that it's one of the oldest sciences to exist. Okay, so nobody can really know when it first began, but it cannot be denied that it began a long time ago, right? Because there have been careful observations of the sky, okay, way back in time. You trace them way back in time. There are some prints that are left on Earth, that align with some sort of celestial bodies across the heavens. Okay, so it cannot be denied that it goes all the way back in time, but the differences would be the practices. Okay, would be the practices. Okay, the objective has not yet become different. And what we mean by the objective, we mean like a goal. The goal is obviously to understand the nature. Okay, that's the goal of science. We want to understand the universe, how things work. Do they need this to work? Right? Would we need this to work? What if we decrease the temperature? What if we remove air? What would happen? Right? It's all about that. Hence, there's a lot of testing that goes behind there. Okay, so practices were a bit different, but the goal has not yet changed. Okay, and when you go way back in time, you find that it was just a matter of feeding your curiosity, right? That's what one first says. It was always a matter of feeding your curiosity, right? This it was wondering and wanting to just know as humans, right? I guess that's our nature. It's in our nature, right? The yearning for knowledge, okay? The yearning to want to know more. It need not be in space, because we've got people that are not interested in space, but it might be in music, all right? It might be in art. Okay, that's okay. It might be in biology. It might be in humanities. Okay, whatever that it would be. Okay, but it's just a matter of feeding your curiosity. That yearning, that hunger for knowledge. That's what we call curiosity. Okay, but you see, in the past, it was also more than that. It was also more than just wanting to know about the universe, because understanding astronomy in the past meant understanding timekeeping, okay? Or maybe it implied benefits of timekeeping, all right? That's how people actually kept time in the past with astronomy, right? That's how it was. And we had a show based on this, and we spoke about how Egyptians used astronomy, right, for their daily life, right? They knew that when this happens in the sky, we should plant some spinach. Okay, when the moon is like this, it's time to do this. When this is like this, it's time to do this. It was such an amazing time to live. I can just tell it was really an amazing time to live, because it meant this deep and meaningful connection with the natural world. Okay, so for me, that makes it. For me, that means intelligence. Okay, it means really intelligence. So and it also meant so it's timekeeping, and it also gave benefits of of things like seasonal changes. Okay, we do know, and navigation as well, right? Navigation as well. You can use astronomy for navigation, but also seasonal changes. Okay, if you are aware, different seasons, different stars in a certain position. Okay, if you can track a certain position of the sky, maybe just track your stars in a certain position at a certain time, come back on another season. they're not going to be there, right? They would have shifted to come back half a season. They would have shifted, right? So they used to that to for some of the things like that, right? So for example, you look at in the what's this region? In the tropical regions, okay? In the tropical regions, and these would be ones that lie roughly right along the middle of the globe, right? In those regions, you find that so normally in those regions, it actually differs a bit to the kind of seasons we experience on the southern hemisphere and in the northern hemisphere, because rather than having 4 seasons, you find that there's a huge variation in between rainy seasons and dry seasons. Okay, so they use the orientation of the moon, right, to predict how much rainfall should be expected. Okay, and in my culture, I mean, I remember this. I was so surprised. They also use this. Some people use this. I cannot remember who said this to me, but we were sitting on the outside, and it was a beautiful day, and it was a crescent moon. So I think it's one of my parents. Then they said it's probably gonna rain, and I was like, what? Yeah, they were like, it's probably gonna rain. And how do you know that? And they told me with the shape of the moon, when it's like this, it means that, and that means that, and it rained. And so I don't know how that happens, but I guess it works, right? It works. So they use that to predict how much rainfall should be expected, right, in the coming days. And so that's pretty cool. And yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the show. Right after this, something great to share, and we are closing.
You are holy, you are holy, you are holy, Jesus.
Reactive. Being reactive is being a people of reaction, people of change, being a movement of young people. It's not just a band, it's not just good music or inspiring words. It's not just catchy, it's life-changing.
I have chosen you. With passion I pursue and cling to you. You're my all, you're my all, you're my all.
You can check us out on Spotify, iTunes, Deezer, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube.
Unfortunately, we have reached the end of the Void show, right? It's not a good time, I guess, to be, right? But if you've enjoyed the show, please check us out on all our social media platforms. We are there: Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. You just search Active FM and you'll definitely find us. Active FM 777, right? You will definitely find us. A safe platform for you to find us. activefm.co.za. We've got all different shows, different from their core center, right there, different from in their essence, right? So you can definitely find all of them there. Google Podcast, YouTube, iTunes, Spotify, Pala, Reddit. We are there, right? We are there. We know what it looks like. So you want to just check us out there. From me, myself, and I, have an amazing week ahead of you. And I'll see you next time, same place.
Active FM. Radio has never been better.